Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So today we're going to talk about the new fusion that will be coming next week. And honestly, I had, just a quick look through the skills, the kit, and I'm not sure what to say about it, But first, let's just start and read what Raid has to say about this champion. So on Thursday, May the 11th, we're planning to launch a champion fragment event with the new champion, Jetni the Giant. So what this means is that it's going to be a fragment fusion, kind of like Drexar, Archmage, These ones usually tend to be a little bit easier because you don't have to do the classic fusions of getting all the rares to 40, then fusing them into a 4-star, then getting that to 50, ascending, all the craziness. So hopefully it's gonna be a little bit easier. So it's going to be a barbarian legendary attack champion. You know what, let's have a look exactly at how the champion looks. In the meantime, while I'm reading it, just look at this big champion in the background. So barbarian legendary attack, spirit affinity. So what Raid is saying, Jetni will be a great champion for arena. Let's see about that, because as we know, 90% of the time they're wrong. But yeah, they say it's going to be great for arena and will come in handy for clearing waves in PvE content such as faction wars, Doom Tower, and dungeons. Honestly, you don't really need a champion. You're not going to go for a fusion that's just going to be for faction wars. So, hopefully for Doom Tower dungeons, as they say. All thanks to their 2 AoEs, attacks, one of which is a double hitter, self-buffing skills, and built-in ignore defense effect. So that sounds pretty good. Plus the ability to deal some extra damage against targets under shields on top of that. And when paired with Alscore Crimson Horn, Jetni can become a real crushing force. So Alscore Crimson Horn, I don't know, I'm expecting to be some sort of pairing, kind of like we had Oela and Altan of the Shell. But you know what? What would be really interesting? It would be interesting if they did like the same way that they did with Altan. If you remember when the Oela fusion was going on, they had a champion training event where you could win Altan of the Shell. I mean, he was kind of bad, but still, who knows? Maybe this pairing will be a little bit better. So yeah, that's all they say about it. So let's have a look through the skills ourselves. First of all, let's have a look at the movement actually. So it looks pretty slick. Scary, honestly, like she looks scary. Just 2 weapons, then she has an extra sword. She's a bit chilly, but she kind of has the Trunda thighs, She has the Trunda thighs, not really the War Maiden or the other ones, but I guess, I guess she does have to look scary. She does have to look scary because, she's gonna be a damage dealer. So let's have a look at the kit. So starting off with the A1, Splinter Steel, attacks one enemy 2 times. First hit has a 30% chance of placing a stun for 1 turn. Second hit has a 30% chance of placing decreased defense for 2 turns. This one can be booked to 50%. The A1 sounds pretty strong, 50% chance to land a stun and a decreased defense. That's pretty good. I think it's kind of like a miscreated monster one. Let me double check. Let's see. But miscreated monster is conditional. Like if you land a stun, you land decreased defense. Yeah, miscreated monster has 25%. So you know what? This is pretty good. This is a pretty good start with the A1. Then let's see the A2, Barrier Breach, 4-turn cooldown, can be booked to 3-turn. Attacks all enemies, will ignore 20% of each target's defense. That's a good thing. Also has a 100% when booked chance of placing decreased defense for 2 turns. This debuff cannot be resisted if Alsgore Crimson Horn is on the same team. So this sounds pretty interesting. Honestly, when I'm seeing kits like this one, most of the time you're thinking like, oh, they're not going to be that good. They might be bad because you kind of want specialist if you're going towards the end game. You either want somebody that does damage or you want somebody that does debuffs. So looking at this, you might feel like it's not that good. But when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking about Hurdig. Like Hurdig is a beast, and she kind of reminds me of Hurdig in this case. So obviously we're gonna have to wait and see what the multipliers say. But so far, I'm really liking the kit. It's not God tier, but it's definitely up there. It's like Hurdig level. So it's not the best fusion possible, but it might be second best. Again, depends on the multipliers. Having inbuilt ignore defense can actually be really good. Then let's go with the next one, the A3 Towering Might, attacks all enemy 2 times. So okay, double hitting AoE, that's never a bad thing, especially when you're thinking of going in arena fighting against Rotoses, this can help. But obviously she's gonna be wrong affinity, so Who knows? Before attacking, places a 30% increased crit rate and crit damage buff on this champion for 2 turns, grants an extra turn if this attack kills an enemy when Alsgor Crimson Horde is on the same team. Okay, so honestly, the two things that are conditional to be paired with the other champions, just the decreased defense cannot be resisted and grants an extra turn if she kills someone. So I'm not really sure that you're going to be that desperate to pair them together in arena, at least, you know. And thinking about what's really meta, you know, talking about endgame right now, but thinking about what's meta in the arena right now, you know, there's lots of the Ultimate Death Knight, there's Mighty Uko, there's Pythion. All three of these are Force Affinity. So she's going to be strong affinity against them. So she might actually find a spot in there. Obviously, if you're going to fight Taras Mariska, you know, you're kind of screwed. But I have a feeling she's actually going to be good. So I don't think I'm going to skip her so far on my main account. And for a progressing account, such as my free-to-play, I 100% think you should go for this champion. Like, she definitely seems like she's amazing. Let's look at the passive. Nowhere to Hide. Inflicts 20% more damage against targets under shield buffs. Will ignore shield buffs if Alsgor Crimson Horn is on the same team. That sounds pretty interesting. Honestly, I'm really curious what Alsgor can do. You know, we're obviously gonna find out next week. And you know, I'm definitely gonna make some videos on them because I will have access to test server for the first time, guys. So that's gonna be exciting. But I have a feeling like she's gonna be amazing. Again, it's gonna depend a little bit on her multipliers, but on this A3, if you think about it, she self buffs with crit rate and crit damage. And then she hits 2 times. So, you know, we have somebody like that we got for free recently in Gambo that kind of does something similar, you know. Like, he buffs with crit rate, crit damage, and then gets an extra turn. But compared to Gambo, I mean, yeah, he does get an extra turn and goes into the head. But compared to Gambo, she straight up hits on that buff on, you know, doesn't get the extra turn. So I don't know, leave it in the comments below, guys. What do you think? She seems to be really good for me. She seems to be that type of champion that might even find a spot in the end game. Again, it's gonna depend on her multipliers, how hard she hits. But yeah, I would definitely not build her with accuracy to land the debuffs, just straight up to nuke. But we're gonna have to wait for this. And when it comes to progressing accounts, thinking about this, you have her boosting her own crit rate and crit damage, so you could build her with 70% crit rate. Then you could have her, or you could even have her go with the A2 first, you know, give her some accuracy. She could be your decreased defense champion. She ignores defense at the same time, 20% of it, and then comes and nukes again with the A3. I definitely feel like she's gonna be good. And the A1, again, that's not bad. Double hit with a 50% chance to stun and a 50% chance to land decreased defense. I think she definitely would find a spot in, she could find a spot in any area of the game, honestly. She definitely looks good. But yeah, you leave it in the comments below, guys, and tell me what do you think about this one. Looking at the, you know, first impression at this kit, I'm 100% gonna go for her on my main account and on my free-to-play because, again, it's a Fragment fusion and those ones are usually a little bit easier. And you know what, I do have a few shards saved on the free-to-play, so hopefully that's gonna be easy to do. But yeah, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. If you do enjoy my content, as always, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye, guys.